For years, Africa was at best a secondary concern for Germany. But after almost 6 months as German Chancellor, Olaf Scholz was on his way to the continent, stopping off in South Africa, Niger and Senegal, looking to strengthen ties and do deals.
Africa is the continent next to Europe, and it is of essence that we work intensely to have very good relations with all the states in Africa.
So you see now, guys, because Russia cut off Germany from getting oil for the economy, they have to find oil from somewhere. They can't go to Iran or India, nor Saudi Arabia, because Iran and Saudi Arabia want to join the BRICS, so they're not going to go against Russia to help them, Germany. So now, what Germany have to do? Turn to the only place they can turn to, which is Africa. All of a sudden, they realize Africa is right next to Europe. They didn't know this all the time. So that's what happened. Only when the world need Africa is when they turn to Africa. But listen to what the ambassador said to as well, not only the chancellor.
We don't want countries to be permanently dependent on us. We don't want to create some kind of neo-colonialism, but rather a partnership relationship. We see how Africa is developing, what potential for innovation there is, how many young people there are. And we want to build networks that are beneficial to both sides. The large Chinese infrastructure projects have shown they make countries dependent for many, many years. They can then no longer decide for themselves. So we're making a more democratic offer, something that reflects our common values.
The German Chancellor says Africa is becoming a global centre of gravity. But will African leaders and industry be rolling out the red carpet for what Germany has to offer, with suitors like China and Russia also ready to do business?
So listen, you see where she said there, all of a sudden they're talking about Africa, young people, and Africa this and Africa that. But again, as they come in trying to have forged ties and trade with Africa, they already bashing China and Russia. China and Russia have invest billions of dollars in Africa for a while now. And Africa and Russia goes way back to apartheid, when Russia had helped them out in apartheid, as we will see later on. But you can't just come in now and enter, oh, you don't want to be like the Russians and you're going to be partners. But why didn't you want to be partners when he was living up high off the hog all this time? So I hope when they come in now, Africa, in my part, should take this partnership, because it's going to benefit them. But we have to get the most benefit out of this, because they need us now more than how we need them, especially right now because of the war. So let's continue with this video, watch this video, and then I will continue with the commentary.
The Soviet Union helped South Africa's freedom fighters in their struggle to end the system of black oppression known as apartheid. That history is part of the reason South Africa refuses to condemn Russia for the invasion of Ukraine. Despite pressure from its Western allies, Pretoria insists it wants to be neutral. This past week, Russia's top diplomat, Sergei Lavrov, was in South Africa, where he met with President Cyril Ramaphosa and his counterpart Naledi Pandor, who said South Africa was friends with Russia.
I just think it's important that we regard all countries as sovereign nations and not stop doing so when it suits us. And then when it's something else, then we say, yeah, no, you must relate to us. But when it's someone else, say, no, 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 no. We don't allow that kind of division to be sought from us as South Africans.
We value the independent, measured and balanced position that our South African friends are taking towards this issue.
So guys, in this video again, you see, as I was saying earlier, South Africa and Russia have a long history. Germany can just come in and want to bash China and Russia, and as well as America, because they have been helping South Africa since apartheid. Help them dismantle apartheid. So now Russia in turn need South Africa's help. South Africa cannot turn their back against Russia. And again, when it comes on to war, as they're doing the joint military in January last year, I think in December, the joint military exercise. It's good for Africa as well, because whenever we need weapons, America not going to provide it, Europe and NATO not going to provide it, so we're going to need to get weapons from Russia. So again, this is a very beneficial partnership between Russia and South Africa. The West can say all they want, because the West only send aid to Africa. They don't send, they don't give loans or nothing. They only send aid in the sense of they only send the Red Cross, which is a criminal organization. Then they test. They always use in African countries, like they will go like in the Congo, in the poorest parts, and then test out the vaccine on those locals there, and then see the reaction, and then bring it back to the States. And no, that's what they do. They did that with Ebola. Remember when they bring back the 2 doctors from South Africa, from the Congo, back to America and heal them? So why they couldn't heal and give the vaccine, whatever they did to those 2 doctors, to people in Africa to help them with Ebola? But no, they watch and they stand aside and watch as people die and test all different kind of crap on Africans, as what they always do. COVID, same thing. That's why you notice African countries had to reject the COVID shot what they were selling to Africa for free, because they didn't even want it. So again, Germany is now looking to Africa for help, and South Africa and Nigeria is the 2 biggest economy in Africa right now, and Ghana is also an emerging economy, because Ghana is doing big things right now, and because of that, it's like, you know, when I see like this growing up in school, they have this ugly girl, then a couple of years on the line, when she grow up, she full out, she become basically the ugly duckling become the swan. And this is what's happening right now with Africa. Africa was a forgotten continent, but now, because of all emerging economies and all the great things that's going on right now in Africa, and they are cutting off minerals from the West and from Europe and all these places. So now America is at to pit Africa against China, or about talking about dead traps. And now Germany coming in the picture and do the same thing, bashing Germany and Russia already. But Africa cannot turn their back on Russia and China, because they're the ones that invest billions of dollars and have and help build the infrastructure of Africa. So how now the Germans want to come in and want to play this? Oh, we're not trying to we're not trying to colonize, or we're not trying to oppress. We want partnership equally. They don't, because they don't have a choice. They're saying that for the cameras, but they don't really mean that. So I hope South Africa do take them on, but take the majority of whatever they're offering and just give them risk, guys. Africa has the Ghana, just bring back the oil, the oil back, and because they had stopped because of 2017 they had an explosion. So now that here it's coming back online. So Ghana gonna be soon having oil, not enough oil for supply themselves, but you have other African countries that's producing oil and renewable energy, which is solar power and natural gas, and that is what, and coal, they have coal as well. So that is what Germany actually want right now from Africa, the coal. So anyway, hope you guys learned something. That's as always, I'm here to shine a light on Africa and show the atrocities that have been done to Africa. But now Africa is blossoming like a rose right now. So people, go to the continent. It's ripe for investment from diasporas, African Americans, Afro-Caribbeans. Now's the time to go to Africa and do investment. You can't lose. But do it smartly. Don't go over there and be stupid as if it's not a country with people who will try to take advantage. It's still a country. It's still people. Wherever you go in the world, you have people who try to take advantage. So just be smart. Do research. Go on site. Go on property. Don't do nothing online to anybody. Go in Africa. Visit the continent. Visit the place and then invest. Don't do it over the phone or over the internet. You don't know. So hope you learned something today as always. That's my goal, to teach. So thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to click that bell to get notified. You don't know what that is. Peace. One love. Boom.